Hi, I'm Sarah Baya and welcome to my science class. Welcome to another fun and interesting lesson. We will now explore lessons in the third quarter starting this week. In today's lesson, we will be explaining the effects of force when applied to an object. And at the end of our lesson, you are expected to describe what happens to an object's shape, size, and movement when force is applied on it. Before we proceed with our main topic, let us review our lesson about the different characteristics of objects. I will show you some objects and you are going to guess which material can be changed by folding, twisting, bending, stretching, and pressing. So if you're ready, let's get started. If you answer them all correctly, congratulations! Now, try pushing a chair, then pull it. What happens? Roll a ball on the floor. What do you observe? Squeeze a sponge. What changes occur? Pushing, pulling, rolling, and squeezing can make things change and cause objects to move. When things change and move, force is applied. So what is force? Force is a push or pull upon an object resulting from the object's interaction with another object. So for today's lesson, we will investigate further what happens when force is applied to objects or things. As a safety reminder, always be careful in handling materials. Perform the activities carefully so you will not harm yourself. And always do the activity in the presence of an adult. So what changes may occur when force is applied to objects? Let us start the activity by showing the effects of force on the shape of an object. Now, let's do an activity which will help you understand the effects of force on the shape of an object. I'll be using an eggshell and a sponge and observe the changes in the shape of the eggshell and sponge before and after I applied force on it. Now, based on our activity, what can force do to an object? For our next activity, let me demonstrate to you the effects of force on the size of an object. This time, I'll be using a rubber band and pieces of biscuits. Observe the changes in the size of the rubber band and biscuits before and after I applied force on it. Now, based on our activity, what can force do to an object? For our final activity, let me demonstrate to you the effects of force on the movement of an object. I have here a toy ball and I will apply two varying forces on the ball. Observe and compare the distance traveled by the ball after I applied force on it. Now, based on our activity, what can force do to an object? For our final activity, let me demonstrate to you how force affects the movement of an object by hanging and pulling. I'll be using 3 bottles of honey, plastic, and a spring balance. Now observe what happens. Now, based on our activity, what can force do to an object? And now, time for some challenge. Our challenge for today is we're going to answer the question posted and choose the letter of the correct answer. So if you're ready to test your wits, let's start! If you answered them all correctly, congratulations! We have learned today that when force is applied to an object, its size, shape, and movement may change. So that's it for our lesson for today. Don't forget to read more about our lesson in your textbook and module, and answer the activities in your worksheets. Once again, I'm your teacher, Sir Abaya. Thanks for listening. See you next time! So for today, see you next time!